Welcome to another episode of the Why Behind Your Z's Season 3 podcast. This episode will cover steps 5 and step 6 in my book, Sleep Reset in 12 Steps. Step 5 is about changing your clothes, and step 6 is about exercising. Both may not seem related to sleep, but trust me, you're going to want to find out how changing your clothes to the right outfit and at the right time, and how exercising the right way before you go to bed will help you get the sleep you deserve. Welcome to the Why Behind Your Z's podcast, the show that helps you maximize your sleep one night at a time. Brought to you by sleepyoudeserve.com. Welcome again to this episode of The Why Behind Your Z's. I am your host, Paul Bright, certified sleep science coach, and I'm here to help you get the sleep you deserve, maximizing your sleep one night at a time. In this episode, we will talk about 2 chapters in my book, Sleep Reset in 12 Steps. It is available as an ebook through all major ebook platforms, and also in paperback form if you'd like to hold the book in your hand and read it at your bedside table before you go to bed. That's perfectly fine. If you want to purchase that book in either format, check the show notes for a link. And if you sign up for my weekly emails, you'll get a little bonus that'll give you a little head start in that book. And you don't need to purchase the book to get anything out of this episode, but it will help you if you have it, as you'll have a bigger foundation of what I'm talking about in each chapter. But I'm going to give you some helpful tips and tricks in this episode, as I do with all the episodes, to help you get the sleep you deserve. And we're going to start with changing your clothes. Choose to change into sleepwear when it's time. In my book, in this chapter, I describe different ways you can transition and what type of materials work best for sleepwear. The closest experience that taught me about the importance of changing out of my work clothes when I got home was when I was in the Air Force. I had to learn how to take off my uniform when the day was done. Now, that may sound a little strange to you, but it's true. I worked on the flight line as an aircraft mechanic, and I specialized in fixing large jet engines for cargo planes. This involved lots of physical labor and spurts, and then long waits, and then more physical labor. Almost every part we changed involved heavy chemical fluid that wasn't devoid of long-lasting scents. Oils, lubricants, fuel. You name it, it got on the uniform. Yet I would still come home to the dorms and not get out of that uniform, especially when I was single. Part of my uniform, usually like the boots and the pants, would stay on for hours. I got used to the smell, and when I was single and living as an airman in the dorm with other maintainer airmen, there really wasn't a clear line between work and home. Sometimes we'd get called right back in to help assist with an emergency or something like that. So it was like, well, do we really have to change out of everything right now? But that changed once I got a family and I moved out of the dorms and into a house. And the smell that was in these uniforms bothered everyone. So I had to immediately change out and shower once I put the keys on the counter. Sometimes the uniform would be so bad it would stay in the garage or go straight into the wash as long as no other clothes were involved. When that habit started forming, though, my mind also started going at ease. My work personality disappeared faster, and my home personality emerged. And when you work in the military, there's a certain type of attitude you need to bring with you to the job. Everything must happen in a hurry. Everything has to get done yesterday, but with accuracy and speed and a lot of pragmaticism, and that's not necessarily an attitude that carries well with a wife and children. But the sooner I could get out of my uniform, the easier it was to transition into that home personality. So there's something to be said about this chapter and how it relates, and how changing out of different outfits, depending on what you were about to do next, can change your mindset. Now, for you remote workers, this is probably a bigger challenge to change into sleepwear, because where is the line drawn between work life and home life? If I was still in the military, I wouldn't dare sleep in the uniform on purpose now. We did it because we had to at times. During deployments, when we would arrive and our housing wasn't ready or the tents weren't put up, or during exercises when we were confined to a tent and sometimes confined to an aircraft for hours. Yeah, it would be hard to change out of uniform then, but I wouldn't choose to stay in. So you need to take the same mentality with your sleep. When it's time to go to bed, when it's time to end your night. So the same for your sleep. Learn how to change out of your work clothes into your hangout clothes. And then when it's time to go to sleep, change into your sleepwear. That'll set your mind up for you getting the sleep you deserve. And now let's talk about step 6, which is exercise. For those of you who struggle with anxiety and it interferes with sleep, you might want to look into exercise. A few years ago, the famous singer Adele embarked on a challenging mission to lose weight. She wanted to be healthier for her family, and so she started going to the gym. It was really funny looking at her social media pictures because she rarely posts pictures of herself, at least at that time. But one post in particular had her sitting on a bench on a universal weight machine, pulling the weights and just grimacing with her face like, I don't want to do this. Yet she did do it. She started off with very low weights, she said, and then kept progressing and kept progressing. And she did lose a lot of weight. She hit her weight loss goals. But what might have been surprising for some to hear was how much she said her mental health improved. Adele was doing an interview with Oprah, and in so many words, she said that the gym did a lot for her anxiety because of the focus on lifting versus staying in those ruminating thoughts. In this book, I talk about how exercise promotes circulation, and you need to restore and repair damaged cells during deep sleep. I even discuss my own journey with exercise and how I use it now to maintain my body and mind, and not necessarily to lose a lot of weight or gain a ton of muscle. But I do have a few friends who reported the same anti anxiety benefits from exercise, and they sleep better at night. It's worth remembering that you should stop at least 2 hours before bedtime so that your body has a chance to cool down. It's never too late to start, and just start with what you can do. If you stopped because you weren't losing weight fast enough, or the program you started with was too hard to maintain for the physical appearance you desired, get out of that frame of mind now, because now you're exercising for anxiety relief and better sleep. Start simple. 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk. Start there. Start in the house. Do light calisthenics while watching your favorite TV show. And there are plenty of free exercise programs online that will show you even a good workout you can get with just your chair and a little bit of floor space. First, let's center ourselves with some deep, calming breaths. Breathe in deeply through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and gently exhale through your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale. Feel the air entering your body and slowly release. With each breath, feel your body relax just a little bit more. Now begin to focus on your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, the air entering and leaving you. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath, letting each inhale and exhale ground you in this moment. As you continue breathing slowly and deeply, imagine yourself standing on a quiet beach at dawn. The sky is painted with soft pinks and blues as the first rays of sunlight kiss the horizon. There's a gentle sound of waves rolling onto the shore and filling your ears. Take a few steps towards the water. Feel the cool, smooth sand beneath your feet and refreshing touch of the ocean breeze on your skin. With each step, you feel lighter, more connected to the earth and the sea. As you reach the water's edge, you feel cool water gently lapping at your feet. You decide to take a dive, surrendering yourself to the ocean's embrace. You walk further into the water. The waves are comforting you as you dive beneath the surface, and you feel the coolness of the water take over your body. It's clear, and you can see the vibrant colors of the ocean world around you. Soft corals, glimmering fish, and gentle currents guiding you deeper. Deeper and deeper you dive into the vast, peaceful ocean. The water feels weightless around you and you feel completely at ease. In this serene underwater world, time seems to slow down. With each breath, you become more and more relaxed, almost floating in stillness. The ocean cradles you like a protective cocoon, quiet and soothing. As you continue to drift, you feel your body becoming lighter, the weight of the world dissolving away. Imagine that gentle ebb and flow of the ocean washing away any stress, tension, or worries you have been holding on to. You are safe here in the depths of the ocean. There is nothing to do, nowhere to be, just this moment of calm and serenity as you get the sleep you deserve.